Welcome back, riders. Today I'm going to be counting down every roller coaster that I rode that opened this year. I was able to get on 9, so not a super long list today, but that is easily the most I have gotten for any calendar year. For every coaster, I will give you my overall ranking. I'll also give you their steel coaster ranking because all 9 are steel coasters, and the coaster ranking at their respective park, I'll give that too. So for reference, the overall ranking is out of 494 roller coasters, and the steel ranking is out of 399 coasters. Let's dive in. Coming in last is Farmer's Fling at Santa's Village in East Dundee, Illinois, near Chicago. I have this ranked 425th overall, 343rd for steel coasters, and it is my favorite coaster at the park, although that really means nothing at Santa's Village. This is just a standard SPF spinning coaster. There are clones literally everywhere. In fact, there's 3 in Chicago alone. In terms of a small coaster, though, I actually like these a little, but it's still nothing to shout at. Coming in 8th is Eat My Dust at Wallaby Holland. I have this ranked 401st overall, 322nd for steel coasters, and number 6 at Wallaby Holland. This is a new generation Zamperla Junior coaster, and all things considered, it gets a thumbs up from me. It's smooth and it's not short or jarring like some of the smaller Zamperlas and the older ones they had. Wallaby Holland did a good job cleaning up the area for this and adding some decorations too. Coming in 7th is Flying Viking at Adventureland in Altoona, Iowa near Des Moines. I have this ranked 348th overall, 282nd out of my steel coasters, and this is my 5th favorite coaster at the park. This is another Zamperla Junior coaster, but I like this one more than Eat My Dust by a decent margin for a few reasons. One, it is taller, faster, and twice as long. Two, it intertwines with a log flume in a unique way as they were built together in the same footprint by, Zamperla too, so they intertwine with each other really well. It's pretty cool. And number 3, although it was super loud and it hurt my ears after maybe 10-15 minutes, I really enjoyed the Viking music they were playing in the station. Coming in 6th is Dark Coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg in Virginia. I have this ranked nearly in the middle of my credits at 250th overall, 204th out of my steel coasters, and 8th in the park. This is an intimate family launch coaster with those like jet ski trains. Let's just get the negative out of the way. The capacity on this is putrid. We went on a Saturday and we rope dropped this, albeit we were like 10 minutes late, but we still had to wait 45 minutes as they were running one train, and each train only has 10 seats. Later in the day, the wait time was posted at 240 minutes. So, you know, one train influenced that, but still, like, oh my gosh. Otherwise, though, this is a really cool coaster, all things considered. It's completely indoors and has some decent theming as you ride around through the dark. You actually go around twice, so you get 4 launches total. It's a cool ride for sure. I just don't know how often I'll be able to get on it with that awful capacity. Coming in at 5th is Wild Mouse at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, right on Lake Erie. I have it ranked 211th overall, 173rd out of my steel coasters, and 12th at the park. I was pleasantly surprised with this coaster. In particular, I had 2 rides where I thought it was phenomenal. It had some really good spinning, but the majority of my rides, I'd say I've been on this around 10 times, we did not spin like those 2 rides. I thoroughly enjoyed the various sound effects during the ride and the music up the lift hill, and who can forget the extra spinning on the brake run. I'm definitely taking this over like the older Zamperla spinners or the Reverchon spinners, and of course the SPF Fizzers. And I would also take this over the Mauer spinners, which I know is probably a hot take. Well, excluding Windjust. Don't forget Windjust, but yeah. Coming in at 4th is Pipeline the Surf Coaster at SeaWorld Orlando in Florida. I have this ranked at 150th overall, 119th for steel coasters, and 4th in the park. This was the world's first Bulger and Mabillard surf coaster, and I think it has potential. I actually enjoyed like my first two rides the most, and since then, every time I've reridden it, I've been a little underwhelmed, honestly. Overall, though, it is fun, and I like the concept. I'm excited to see like the progression in the future layouts because even Pipeline here, this is one of B&M's more intense coasters they've built in recent years. Coming in at third is Tron at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I have it ranked 95th overall, 74th out of my steel coasters, and first at the park. And just to clarify, that is just Magic Kingdom for the park ranking, not the whole resort. I loved Tron. I'm like one of the biggest fans of this ride that I know. The theming of the queue and the station is pretty exceptional. I love the onboard audio, and I think there's some decent forces with this one in the indoor section. It's a solid launch, and it might be shorter for Disney standards, but considering like coasters everywhere, I didn't feel like Tron was short at all. My top two coasters have separate videos that go much more in depth than I will in this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a link to my 25 Days of Coasters playlist at the top of the screen right now if you want to hear more about these rides in depth. But coming in second is Air Force One at Fun Spot America Atlanta. I have it ranked 11th overall, 10th amongst my steel coasters, and first at the park, obviously. And then coming in first for this list is Tutatis at Park Asterix, which is my number 10 overall, ninth steel coaster, and first in the park. Head to head, Tutatis gets the edge for me because it has launches, which I'm a sucker for launches, let alone they're pretty great launches, and it's got the better theming too. But you certainly can't go wrong with either of them. That is all I have for this video. Were you able to ride any roller coaster that opened this year? Let me know in the comments below. I know a lot of people made it to Wildcat's Revenge, but I was not able to, unfortunately, so that is why it's not on the list. Thanks for checking out the video. Push down, pull up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and go have your greatest day yet. Choo choo, bye!